Greetings, everybody. How you doing, sir? Markadu here, by sir, and I'm just doing a quick video today, just to thank people for supporting me over the years. But I want to thank my brother and one of my best friends, Cameraman ATL. You go over to his to any one of the platforms and check him out. Ooh wee. If this is a great opportunity to let you know that, cameraman, you threw some gasoline on my fire. You started talking about it's okay not to be okay, and you cared about me and talking about, I've been through a lot and how you've been through a lot and how society is today. And I mean, being on Instagram and doing the things that you do over there, I want to thank you for just coming into my life and being part of my life. I'm an advocate, big time advocate for mental health and depression. We have a number one, I think it's the number one destroyer of our community worldwide, bar none, is mental health. So being an advocate really drives me in a way to really understand why we have mental health issues and what is our number one thing in society that is under attack that we have to address and address now. And the number one thing for me, in my opinion, and I'm not a doctor, but I am a patient. Number one is our youth and young adults. If we have to deal with where all of this mental health and depression came from. Most of it came from when we were young, especially with me. I was talking to one of my psychologist friends the other day. I'm gonna call it Dr. C. And I was telling Dr. C, I said, look, I said, I was molested from 8 years old to 13. Okay. I said, but that's not where my trauma started. My trauma started with a lot of ass whoopings, beatings from not just my mother, but other people in the family. It was terrific and horrific, traumatizing to a level that we need to talk about. One of the other traumas was watching my mother have sex when I was young. I couldn't believe it. I was going through that phase, trying to understand that while I'm in the room when this is going on, and then moving up to the molestation. And it just started to devastate me at a young age. And one of the number one killers amongst our youth right now is suicide. I mean, 1 out of 4 or 5 of our youth and young youth are really, they're being molested in babies at a young age. And the deal is, can you imagine just even the physical, but just imagine the mental of, parents and guardians, family members, that tell you I should have flushed your ass down the toilet when I had a chance. You ain't shit, and you ain't never gonna be shit. You fat bitch. I mean, just the things that I heard since I've been dealing with the mental health stuff, and it's been for years, so I mean, just knowing that I know a lady that been raped and molested by family members, fathers, uncles, cousins. And this stuff lasts for a lifetime. What happens is, this is what I'm saying, what happens is when these children move into young adulthood, it's hard to function. You start getting, you're old enough that you age out of the house, 18, 19, 20 years old, and the horror show continues, and it continues mentally. So this is why it's ironic that, you know, a lot of times we were growing up, especially me, it was saying the mind, the body, the soul. Well, the mind is torn from the floor up. Now, at the age of 13, I want to commit suicide. I want to get this pain off of me. And I was willing to go all the way. And thank God for prayer, and thank God for my father that breathed life into me, and thank God for God. But the mental is the thing. And my biggest thing, and it's not even about putting people in jail and all this and that. No, it's about being awareness. When you're a child, it ain't much you can do anyway. But as a young adult, you have to manage your life. And managing your life, even at adolescence and even at teenage years, is very, 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 very difficult. So I'm an advocate for mental health. Us mental health advocates, we are the extension of psychologists, sociologists, psychotherapy. I mean, all of it, because these doctors, they have too many patients or they don't have enough. We know that 60 to 65% of all, especially Black people, they take as a personal attack that they have mental health issues. I mean, as an adult, I still have to manage it, but it's very, very difficult for the kids, especially when you're being teased, you're being bullied, and being manipulated. So I just want to let you doctors out here know, because I just to go back a minute, just tell a quick story. I told Dr. C. Dr. C, it started with the whoopings and all of that. And when I mentioned it, she started to bring up her trauma in the whooping area. And so talking out loud and being an advocate, I'm looking to build with my brother, Cameraman ATL, a platform for psychologists and mental health professionals and advocates, and then society as well. We have podcasts where we're opening up the floodgates. And I'm just looking forward to getting together with you doctors, because I do very well. I love talking to psychologists, because I realize that most psychologists that I ever talked to or interviewed, they're just like me. They got problems. They had problems. And dealing with people in their profession, it's always going to come back to them. They can't get away from it if they wanted to. So now the next thing is what? The body. Ooh-wee. The body is next. The mind, the body. When I was growing up, I devastated my body. I was an athlete. I was okay. I'm pretty good. Did great in high school, did great in college. I was a 2-year program. Matter of fact, my second molester talked me into going to college. And after the college days, there come the body. Now I'm slim, trim, but the drugs, the alcohol, these things right here, they don't go together. Drugs, alcohol, and the mind. Terrible. Our youth and young adults, our youth and young adults are using drugs at an alarming rate. They're so depressed. They're so depressed that the drugs and the alcohol is consuming their lives. We all know this. We all know. If you ever use drugs, you ever use alcohol, all it did was drown reality. And I'm an advocate against that. I'm telling you, I know for a fact that once we start cleaning up a lot of our young adults, even our youth, and give them a platform where they can communicate, you're going to be able to see and hear. You're going to see the changes. I mean, I love talking to young adults. I mean, because when I talk about mental health, I mean, they just open up the body. Sometimes we're so tore up from the floor up that I went from being 180, 190, 200 pounds to over 300 pounds. The mental health, I didn't even realize that I was eating myself to death. And that is so real. We have, as adults, as we grow, and you see your body change, raise your hand right now. If you know that your body has gotten bigger, or you are thin and slim and still putting things in your body that are tearing your body up. And from what I know about the body, it's that that's God's temple, right? Well, I took God's temple and I doused it with alcohol, drugs, food, and I blew up. And then I realized that the only chance that I had had high blood pressure, diabetes, cholesterol, and cancer at the same time. And a lot of our brothers and sisters losing legs, they're losing arms, they're losing their limbs because of diabetes, cholesterol problems, and just health problems altogether. The mental health is the only thing that can save you. Dealing with God. Dealing with God is your only chance to turn it around. I know I'm a witness. I'm about 205 now, and I just love what God has done for me. Now I want to deal the soul. I'm almost done. This is where where the rubber meets the road. And I'm just happy to know that I've got a little bit more clarity. I want to again thank Cameraman ATL. I mean, we get a chance to communicate. And I mean, there's times I just feel so all alone. But I have friends, I have close associates around me that just help me work on myself. You know, I realize that as an advocate for mental health and depression, I realized we can't do it by ourselves. I realized it started when we was young. The soul has to be calmer. Through the mind could take more control of that body. We give the soul enough time to heal. And it's not going to happen overnight. Your close friends, if you have them, you have close family members, if you have them, but everybody cannot deal with the mind. So I want to thank even Dr. C for inviting me into a world to deal with mental health, men and mental health. That's her world, men and mental health. And she called me and she realized that I've been doing this kind of stuff for years, but now it's more laser focused. Thank you, Nedra. It's more laser focused. My life has been almost like a flashlight. Now I'm starting to home in on laser. I'm lasering in on the things that really matter to me. It really matters to God and God's people. Now I said we help God's people prosper, but this ain't all about money. When we are damaged mentally and physically, and our spirits and our souls are messed up, money can't help you. It really can't. I don't care if you have a boatload of money. If your mind, body, and soul is torn from the floor, you got major, major, major problems. I know this. As I begin to be more of an advocate, and I'm looking forward to meeting more advocates and dealing with more mental health professionals. I know one thing. It didn't start with me, but it has to stop with me. It is same for you. It didn't start with you, but it has to stop with you. Now, I hope you take this time really just to share with your friends and family that's out there. They're reaching out. They're reaching out for a voice in the wilderness. I want to be a voice for the voiceless. I want to be an advocate for the people that just don't have somebody in that space of that mental health space. Well, we're getting ready to create a platform that's going to make sense to the masses as well as the classes. I'm excited. I'm excited about turning mental health into mental wealth. I'm so excited. And I want you to please just go on Body by Sir right now. That's all I have. Body by Sir. Just subscribe and just be a part of a movement for mental health improvement. I want to thank you. I just wanted to take some time out. There's more to come. I'm looking forward to doing these segments. It's been a long time, and I'm excited. And I really know that through writing books and writing my memoirs, I'm going to encourage other folk to do the same thing. So I hope you have a great day, and God bless you and your family. And just, stay in peace, not in pieces, Stay blessed by the best and nothing less. I mean, this is a very serious time in our lives. So God bless you and your families, okay? And remember, when you master community service, you will master customer service. Have a great day. Talk to you soon. Peace.